Now, most people, when they write pop songs or dance tracks or R&B tracks, use the good old standard 4/4 time signature, 4 beats in a measure. But if you're somebody who needs to or wants to use odd time signatures such as 5/4 or 7/8 or 6/8 changing to 5/4, etc., that's what we'll cover in this video. Most of the time when you're working with odd time signatures, you pretty much have an idea of what your arrangement is going to be beforehand. And so what we'll do in this example is we'll set up our song with our different meter changes. And I'm going to do just a very simple 9-bar layout to illustrate how this is done. It's very simple to do. You're going to go to F7 Song Utility, and you're going to go to Track Edit Insert and press F8 Select. When Track Edit Insert opens, you'll notice that there's a box for number of measures and then also for beat or meter. So what I want to do is I want to begin my song with 2 bars of 6/8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my number of measures for 4 measures and again my meter to 6/8. Now again, I want my song to start with 2, in this example I want my song to start with 2 measures of 6/8, but I'm going to place 4 bars of 6/8 because I want to use the first 2 bars as a count in. And I'll press F8 Execute. So now I've inserted 4 bars of 6/8. 2 bars will be my count in, and then I'll start my performance at bar 3. At bar 5, I want to switch to a 5/4 meter. So to do that, I'm going to go to F7 Song Utility, choose Track Edit Insert, and press F8 Select. And then I'm going to move my cursor on my screen to measure 5 and designate the amount of measures that I want for my 5/4 signature, time signature. And I'll press F8 Execute. So again, just to reiterate what we have, I have 2 bars that will be my count in with 6/8, then I'll play for 2 bars of 6/8, and then my meter will change to 2 bars of 5/4. At bar 7, I want to switch to, let's say, a 4/8 time signature. Well, actually I'll switch it to a 7/8 time signature. That'll give me a little bit of a challenge to play that. So I'll press F7 Song Utility, go to Track Edit Insert, and again, I'll move my cursor to bar 7. And I'll add 2 bars of 7/8. And press F8 Execute. Now if you look up here at the top of the song play menu, you can actually see a box for your time signature and your tempo. I'm going to actually take my tempo down to 100 BPM. And then if I rewind to the top of the song, you'll see that I'm at a 6/8 time signature. And so I'm going to advance my cursor to bar number 2, bar number 3, bar number 4, and then at bar number 5, we should switch to 5/4. Bar number 6 and bar number 7, notice that we switch to 7/8. And then to the end of our song. Alright, so now I'm going to turn on our metronome and turn on the click, and I'll hit play so we can actually hear the time signatures change. And 5/4, 4, 5, 7/8. Now, if you want a visual reference to help you keep your time signatures organized for you in the song playlist, you can do that by using the marker feature. So my first time signature change is at bar 5. I'm going to move my cursor to bar 5, go to F6 marker, press F5 set, and then go to F4 name, and I can name that. In this case, I'm going to basically just give this a symbol. a flag. And as you can see now, I have a visual reference of where that 5/4 time signature is going to change. And then I can also reference that up here. And then I'll advance my cursor to bar 7. Same thing, let's add a marker there. F5 set, go to F4 name, and I'll choose this symbol. So again, now I have a visual reference point. So now I'll sequence a very simple phrase to illustrate being able to record and sequence using odd time signatures. So I'm going to press record, and my metronome sounds. And in the record standby box, one of the things I'm not going to do is I'm not going to turn count in on. All right? I'm going to use my arrangement, the first 2 bars of my arrangement, for my count in. All right? And that's going to help me stay organized as I progress through the song. And then I can turn quantizing on if I need that. And then I'm going to be recording through bar number 9, so I want to carefully watch how I set my record endpoint. That's going to be bar number 9. All right. So let's turn the metronome back on, and let's record. And there's my new phrase with our changes in time signature.